You know, the thing I love most about being on an SMP is the shopping district. Here on the Crossroads SMP, we have a shop for pretty much everything. We have shops for things from wood to wax, from dyes to drops. The shopping district really has become my go-to for gathering resources, but it does come at a cost, and that cost is diamonds. And currently, to get diamonds, I've just been mining them, and to be honest, this mine is getting a little out of hand. So today, I think I'm going to go to the shopping district and build up, hopefully, a profitable shop. Let's hope so. Now, I know I said I was going to build a river in the last episode, but I went to gather the resources. Well, I went to buy the resources, and I realized I was running low on diamonds, so I thought, no time like the present to build up this shop. Now, I have recently come back from holiday in Scotland, and in particular, I really enjoyed the old style of buildings in Edinburgh, and I really wanted to try my hand at building something inspired by these old buildings. And I thought, since our shopping district has, well, quite a few modern style builds, like this one, sheesh Kyle, this looks fantastic, it would be quite a nice juxtaposition to have our little old shop next to this massive skyscraper. So I've picked up this little plot of land in the shadows of this skyscraper just behind us here to work on this build. My plan here is to build up a little tiny old build and make it feel like the shopping district has kind of all moved on and got into the future around it, but this shop has been left behind. It's going to be called Frogger & Sons to give it that old-timey feel, and I'm going to try and use some Blackstone for this build to kind of make it feel like it was stone before, but it's been damaged over time and has kind of darkened in the material. What we're going to sell? Well, we're going to sell services. And I've been inspired by watching Pearl this season, and she has done the chest monster clear up plus a few other things, and I think we're going to do something similar. There are many travelers on this server, and, well, I think they might have some mundane tasks that they would like to give us to do, of course, for some diamonds. So let's get on with this build, and the frame, as I said, is going to be out of Blackstone. So to start with, let's just add in this Blackstone, and as you can see, it's a really small plot compared to the things around it, which I hopefully will give it the feel that I want. And we're only really going to go up 4, so 1, and we'll just build this up. And now we have the basic shape in place. We can go in and add in some of our texture blocks. And for this build, we are going to use polished Blackstone, regular Blackstone, cracked bricks, and my favorite, the mangrove muddy roots. Nice. Now that the textures are in place, we can go in and add in some more of the details, like the door, which I think the red of the mangrove actually works pretty well with the Blackstone. And can I tell you a secret? I still, if I'm honest, haven't got used to using mangrove. I like the roots, I like the leaves. Doors, I can understand. The wood with the bark, fantastic. The redwood, I don't know. I still got to do a few more builds to get used to it, I think. But don't tell anyone, okay? For the windows, we want it to feel a little dirty, so we're going to go with brown and grey stained glass panes to make it feel like someone might not have cleaned the windows as well as they should have. And for a little bit of a roof line along the front, I think I'm going to add a combination of stairs and some slabs as we go along. I think if we add some trapdoors and a little slabs to raise it up a little, that will look quite good as well. I want to do a little window box, but I don't want it to look really great. So I'm going to add in some rooted dirt and some podzol in the middle and just do some trapdoors on the front, and we'll add some grass and mushrooms in here, I reckon, later on. Now along this side, to make it feel like it's kind of being taken over, I want to include like maybe a little dark alleyway. And for this alleyway, we're just going to add in some walls, some fences in between, and we link them at the top. And then in between, I think what we will do is we will add in some slabs and some trapdoors. To kind of give it that rundown feel, I think we can go in and add in a few roots and leaves coming down instead of bits of this wood. Yeah, and I think because of the biome that we're in, the leaves being a little browner is actually kind of cool, and it blends really well in with these roots. In between that last clip and this one, I've gone and put in some more details to the build, and now, well, it's time to show them off. So we have gone for, well, yeah, the rundown effect. You saw the texturing I did before with the different Blackstone, but I've also added in a lot of glow lichen and some buttons as well. And we've gone for a bit of coarse dirt, mud, and some mushroom blocks here as kind of almost a worn down path. Got a little tree out front, and if it blocks the pathway or people want to, I can change it up, not a problem. And down here we have some barrels that lead under here, and we have some kelp blocks. They're supposed to look like bin bags. I think they look quite good like that. And when we go inside, we have our little shop. The floor I have gone for mud and sandstone as a nice kind of almost bluey color and white color. And then I've gone to make it look a bit more used by adding in the rooted mud, sand, and also some basalt. On the side here we have some books and looms with these signs on front that are supposed to look like drawers, I think. Some candles and some cobwebs. And over here we have probably my favorite touch, which is the curtains that I've gone for. I tried to make them look like they had been aged in the sunlight outside, and I think it's quite a nice touch, and I think I might try and use this more in some of my builds. From the outside you can see the back of the banner, but I think that's okay because you don't really get a good direct line of sight on it from the outside. But what do you think to this little build? As I said before, I wanted it to feel kind of, yeah, in the shadow of the builds around it. I believe there's going to be another skyscraper somewhere nearby, so I think it's going to look quite fun. We do also have a space up here where we could extend onto a second floor and maybe add a kind of staircase up to it round the back. If the shopping district kind of takes off for me, I could extend this up a level for another part of the shop. So this is Froggers and Son, and I love this little build. Please do let me know what you think. I was trying to go for this kind of rundown feel, and I think it's come across pretty well. And as I said before, the shop idea is we're going to be offering to help people out with tasks that they maybe not want to do. So I'm going to now try and find a few travelers and convince them that they want to use our services. Now, if I know anything about an effective sales technique, which I think I do, cold calling is probably my top option here. So let's go find some travelers, visit their base, and see if we can convince anyone to use our service. Alright, first stop on this cold call adventure, Luna Moonbow. Luna? Don't think anyone's here. Weird. Okay, let's move on to the next base. Here we go. Surely our pirate has lots of tasks they need help with. Hello? Apathy? Mr. Muffin? Maybe trapped. This isn't going so well. Okay, last base to check. This is short range. Our neighbors surely would like us to help them out. Hello, Mr. Frog. Have you seen short range? No? Oh, okay. Thank you anyway. Ooh, a to-do board. Hang on. Use Mr. Frogger's shop. Please. And thank you. Beautiful. Okay, so it's a bit odd. No one seems to be around. But never mind that. We have a second best option. This little to-do list has given me an idea. So, if cold calling doesn't work, let's move on to spam mail. Now this server does have a little post office in here, so we just need some form of letter, and then we can go and spam people. So I think I know what I should do with the letter. I think nothing says, I'm a respectable businessman, please use my service, then my severed head. So let's do this a bit, collect a bunch of our heads, and we can use these for post. So we have our heads, and they are labeled, and now all we need to do is go in behind here and put them in everyone's postbox. So I'm going to do that now, and until next time, bye bye.